Hey everybody, we are out here at the Dawson County Historical Museum for this month's YMCA Community Connection video.
I'm Crystal Werger. I'm the director of the Dawson County Historical Society and Museum in Lexington, Nebraska. And we are a county museum, so we don't just serve Lexington. We serve Overton and Sumner and Eddyville and Farnham and Cozad and Gothenburg. So we try to encompass the whole of Dawson County with this museum. So we have a lot of area that we need to cover, and we try to cover all of the history. So when you come to the museum and you walk around, you are going to come into the main gallery first, and you're going to walk around in a circle, and you are going to see a lot of really interesting things. We have an agricultural hall, and we have the Lincoln Highway, and we have a really cool airplane, and you are going to walk down a hall and you are going to see a vignette of old businesses and a home, and you're going to see blacksmith shop. You're going to learn about KRVN, and you're going to learn about Plectron, and you're going to see a military hall of honor. You can go outside and see a log cabin. You can see an old Baldwin locomotive and a depot, and go into a one-room schoolhouse and learn what it was like to go sit in a classroom back in the late 1800s and just experience history in Dawson County and enjoy yourself. So you're going to want to come to the Dawson County Museum and just have fun for a day and learn what history was like here. This is Plectron. This is one of my favorite exhibits. This was a business in Overton. This was a very important business because this was a pioneer in electronics. This business started in the 1950s. It was started by Arlen Collins and Keith Wyckoff, and it's really, really cool because it became an international company, and it was in Overton for a very long time, and later dissolved and was taken over by another company and then left Overton. But many people around here remember Plectron and worked at Plectron, and many women worked at Plectron. So you could talk to just about anybody around here and they will remember working at Plectron. They can tell you a lot about Plectron, except for the younger people. They can't tell you much about Plectron, but ask anyone. But when I worked on this, I learned so much about electronics, but you can see here that it was a tonal learning system. And so this would let people know when there was a fire or there was any kind of emergency, and that they would make these products. And this was in the brick building. It's still there today. If you go along Highway 30 and you're going to Kearney in Overton, you're gonna see this brick building on the north side of Highway 30 when you first go into Overton. So for any of you that have always wondered, I wonder what that brick building was, it was Plectron. If you come to the Dawson County Museum and you wonder what Plectron is, just stop by here, take a look, read some of this stuff, and it'll tell you about it. And these two gentlemen, you see these pictures, these were the people that started it. And it's really, really very interesting. And once again, it's like the plane that we have, one of a kind and a pioneer. Dawson County really has, and I can't stress it enough, some really fascinating history. This is the art gallery, and we always have a special exhibit in the art gallery. This year, Lexington is celebrating their 150th birthday. So we are building a city because Lexington is celebrating their 150th year. We wanted to know more about Lexington's Main Street, what it took to build a city. And we were interested in knowing what were the businesses that built the city? Who were the people that built the city? We have all these pictures that we're always finding of different businesses during different time periods. So we thought this would be a great way to use our art gallery. So we built a timeline in our art gallery, and we started putting up pictures of different businesses during different time periods. And as you look throughout our art gallery, you can see the different colors of tape on the walls. And we have pictures of businesses during different time periods. And we want people to come in and help us out, fill in the blanks. Okay, here we have a business, but what business is it if we don't know? Sometimes there's not a name. And when was the business there? You know, if you know, please let us know. You see all these sticky notes. Some of the businesses we know because they're still there, like Pinnacle Bank. Everybody knows this. When it was built, it was the First National Bank. We know that it was built by the Temple family and that it's Edgewater now. But some of these that we don't know, you know, like this one we weren't sure, but now we know it's the cut shop. It's the inside of the cut shop. So we hung it up. We found out what time period. We put it on here. This is the 1945 strip. This is the 1960 strip. Thankfully, you know, there's still people here today that remember this, and they've been filling in the blanks for us, and it has been so much fun. We have put papers out here that we're asking our visitors to come and fill out surveys. It says Lexington History Survey. You can take it home, you can fill it out. It's gonna ask you your name, your spouse's name, the schools you attended, events that you remember going to. What are some favorite memories that, places that you went to in Lexington? You know, just things that tell us about your life and what it was like growing up in Lexington. Places that you went to, things you attended, favorite movies that you watched. We want to know that. We have a book, Plum Creek to Lexington, but it only covers the years 1866 to 1939. If we can fill in after 1939, say to 1999, that would be wonderful. And we can only do that with your help. So please come to the Dawson County Museum, come to the art gallery, come in here and help us build a city. We're still building Lexington. Help us do that. Come into the art gallery, walk around, fill in our timeline, because only you can do that.